With the summer patch, we're getting a gacha skin for our favorite stalker and online girlfriend, Viper. Now, not only we're getting a gacha skin, but she's also getting a treasure, which could be really good depending on what they do. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about how they can make Viper's kit more viable, and my opinion on releasing a gacha skin tied to the characters that are getting a treasure itself. So before we start, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel, and hello the internets, welcome back to the Waifus. I'm Sefhi. Today's topic, Viper, looking really good. This skin looks amazing. If it was $20, I would buy it. Of course, I'm not gonna be getting into, once again, my problem, my beef with the gacha skins, right? This is known more than enough. The skin itself looks amazing. The animation on the bears, really good. If you're into Viper and you like her, go buy it. If you don't want these skins, then don't buy them. It's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple stuff. Now, when it comes to the treasure itself, attaching treasures to characters related to a story or that are getting gacha skins, I don't like it. And now, I do understand companies are here to make money, don't get me wrong, right? I just feel like it's wrong, right? I don't like it. I think they could just be releasing more treasures instead of doing bullshit like this. But this is my opinion. Let's focus, however, on the kit itself for Viper and what they could do to actually make her viable. Let's check Viper's kit, see what she's doing right now and what could change in order to make her actually finally good. A quick reminder that when Viper was released, she was actually used on Gravedigger teams for people who were having trouble with Gravedigger. Yes, some people were using allies or fast reload compositions, but most people needed shotguns to clear him because there was just not enough units. And she was one of the few shotguns after release. So she was used for that, right? Now, what's going on with her kill? Let's talk a little bit about this. Actually, let me go to the Nikke so we can see the skills at level 10 and talk about percentages as well, which is always interesting. So Viper is here. Let's go to status detail. Skill number 1, Snake Sense. Activates when the target appears, affect all allies, increasing attack by 25% and hit rate by 11% for 10 seconds both. This is a really good buff. The problem is the condition to activate when the target appears. This means, or this only procs when elite enemies appear or when the stage boss appears. Only these two conditions, and it only happens once per battle, so it cannot only happen once. This is already a big problem for Viper, and one of the reasons she fell off so quickly, because her buff, her condition to activate is just, okay, at the end of the level for 10 seconds. That's it. Now, the treasure could change this to actually make it an active skill. It activates after every X shots, it activates after every X seconds, whatever it is, right? This is a good buff. The numbers are not bad. They might add another condition, true damage probably, or some bullshit like they're doing with every treasure, but they might add this, change the condition to activate, not the numbers themselves. That would already make this skill a lot better and Viper more viable, even though B2 is super competitive, right? Now, skill 2, Snake Scale, affects self. Hit rate increased by 3.43% continuously. This percentage is not enough, even though if it's continuously. This could change, however, to affect all allies or increase the percentage or add even another buff for Viper herself. Remember that shotguns, we still have all of these units increasing pellets or that will proc with pellets, right? So it would be nice if she actually gets something related to that so she can work with Top Leona even as a B2. Plenty of teams we can run 2 B2s, right? So it could be pretty interesting if she gets conditionals based on pellets, or that could work more with shotguns, or based on how many pellets hit the target, right? That would be pretty nice. And then she has activates when entering full burst, affecting herself. Vamp. Prevents self from being the target of single target attacks for 10 seconds. Loses effect when the caster takes damage. Invulnerable for 1 second. This could be a problem though, because I don't think they will make this activate for everyone in the team. Simply because it will be broken in PvP, right? Now, the thing is that Vamp does not make you invincible for, forever. Even if you have this, when the invulnerability goes away, you have a bump for 10 seconds. The problem is that a splash damage, so a rocket launcher, will actually hit Viper and remove the bump effect, and that's why it was always useless, because depending on where you put her, most likely she's gonna be getting hit just by the splash damage, be it PvP or PvE, depending on the type of enemies we're facing. That's why bump never really found a place in the current meta or anywhere to begin with, because the condition to remove the bump was just like, okay, it makes no sense to bring Viper for absolutely anything because it's useless. She is actually gonna be losing this every single single time because of the splash damage on PvP. Since the meta is rocket launchers most of the time, people are getting 1 or 2 on the teams, right? So Vamp was never good. I'm not sure how they could change this with the treasure to actually make it work or make it worth it. If you guys have any idea, do let me know in the comments how would you change this. I don't think they're gonna be making this once again affect all allies. They might change the condition instead of full burst to once again activate every X shots or activate when hitting with X amount of pellets and remove the 10 seconds into like a 2-3 second, right? That could actually be pretty cool if she could sustain Vamp during the whole fight, depending on the fight, right? For PvP, she's gonna still get fucked, but for PvE, could open some extra possibilities depending on your team composition. I'm actually interested to see what they're gonna be doing. I just don't know how much they wanna change the original kits and how much they wanna go off the rails in terms of, okay, let's completely change this into something new, right? Now that said, let's go back into the topic. Let's not get too much off rail. Burst skill, Snake Bite, affects one designated enemy unit, deal 462% of final attack as damage, and activate when the designated enemy unit includes the stage target. Affects the same enemy, defense down by 20%. Stage target, once again, elite or bosses. This has the same issue. It's only going to be affecting when the boss is there. The percentage on the burst for an attacker is not that great. Her burst overall, this is bad. There is no reason to be bursting with her. The defense down is not that good. If it was damage taken, if it was something different, yeah, of course it's going to be pretty nice. But if it was a buff for the allies, I hope they change this to affect multiple enemies in general, not just the stage target, because it makes no sense. Hopefully that's how they're changing it, because her burst overall, this is bad. Right, both her burst and skill 1 make no sense because they are useless in PvP and they are useless in PvE for most of the stage until the boss appears. Skill 2 is the only thing people could be using her for, and right now Vamp is bad. So what are you bringing Viper in for? For a hit rate increase continuously only for herself on an attacker that has, you know, below average stats? I will say she's not that good in terms of pure damage. No. So I would like if they lean more into the support aspect for her instead of trying to make her a DPS. Personally, I think that's where they should be going, because as a DPS, there is not really a place where she will compete with other B2s. But as a support, for some shotguns, yeah, of course. Not everyone is going to be having Tove Leona, right? So it would be nice if you can get another support for shotguns in there. That said about Viper's key, though, I'm also waiting to see if they are going to be giving us more resources for the favorite items. Right now, it is just too fucking expensive. And it's not in the regards of, oh, you know, I'm expecting to get every character maxed out in 2 weeks. No, but the RNG to get dolls is too high compared to how many resources we're getting. It's too high, right? You can be opening boxes left and right and get absolutely nothing. So for example, right now I opened one earlier and what I got was an SMG blue. So it's like, okay, now I can't really use this, or a machine gun blue, can't really make use of that. So I would love if we can get more resources over time to actually level up more characters. Not even for the favorite items themselves, but for the dolls. There is 120 something characters that we need to basically get a doll for each character, right? And get them to level 15. So the maintenance items are a problem. Leveling up a treasure itself, I am okay with it taking time. I am perfectly fine with Laplace taking 2 months if you have bad RNG to actually get all of the required materials to maintain it, right? I have 67 out of 110, you get 3 per day. That's fine. I am fine with this taking time because the favorite items are more special and you target one at a time. But the dolls is awful right now. I don't think there is anyone who's been enjoying the system in terms of how much it takes. Do let me know what you guys think about this. Do let me know once again what you think about Viper's treasure, the gacha skin, everything in between. How would you change her? It's gonna be it for this one. Just a short one talking about Viper a little bit. We're gonna be live later as usual. Come say hello. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Good luck with your pool dinner dates. I'll see you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。
天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。